Once upon a time, in a sunny little town by the sea, there lived a group of 4 best friends: Mia, Jake, Lily, and Sam. They loved spending their summer vacations together, playing on the beach and exploring the shoreline. This summer was extra special because their parents had rented a cozy beach house right by the water. On the first day of their vacation, the sun sparkled on the waves, and the friends could hardly contain their excitement. They hurriedly threw on their swimsuits and raced to the beach. The sound of seagulls filled the air as they built sandcastles and splashed in the gentle surf. As the day went on, they decided to go snorkeling. The friends rented colorful masks and fins from a nearby shop. With the warm sun on their backs, they entered the clear blue water, marveling at the fish that swam all around them. "Look at that one," shouted Jake, pointing to a bright orange clownfish darting between the corals. "I can see a sea turtle," Mia exclaimed, her eyes wide with wonder. Suddenly, Lily spotted something unusual shimmering in the distance. "What is that?" she asked, tilting her head to get a better look. The others turned to see a faint glow beneath the waves. "Let's check it out," Sam said, his curiosity piqued. The 4 friends swam toward the glowing light, diving deeper into the water. As they got closer, they realized it was not just a glow, it was the entrance to a hidden underwater city. The walls were made of colorful coral, and beautiful shells adorned the structures, glimmering like jewels in the sunlight. "Wow! This is amazing," Mia said, her voice bubbling with excitement. They entered the city cautiously, their hearts racing with anticipation. As they swam through the narrow passageways, they discovered fascinating sea creatures everywhere. There were schools of fish that shimmered like rainbows and starfish resting on the coral. "Look at that!" Jake pointed to a giant clam, which slowly opened to reveal a pearl the size of a golf ball. Suddenly, they heard a soft voice echoing through the water. "Welcome, brave explorers." The friends turned around and saw a mermaid. Her hair flowed like seaweed, and her tail sparkled with shades of blue and green. "I'm Marina," she said with a warm smile. "You have found the secret city of Aquaria. Few have ever seen it. What brings you here?" "We just wanted to explore," said Lily, still wide-eyed. "This place is incredible." Marina nodded. "Many visitors come to Aquaria, but only those with kind hearts can see its wonders. Come. I'll show you around." As they followed Marina through the city, she showed them everything, from the coral gardens, where flowers bloomed in the most vibrant colors, to the Great Hall, where sea turtles gathered to discuss important matters. The friends felt like they were in a dream. They danced with dolphins, learned how to communicate with the fish, and even discovered an underwater library filled with ancient scrolls. Sam was particularly fascinated by the stories of brave sea creatures who had saved their city from danger. As the sun began to set, Marina said, "It's time for you to return to the surface. The tide will change soon, and you must not get caught here when it does. Can't we stay just a little longer?" Jake pleaded, feeling the magic of the city pull at his heartstrings. Marina smiled sadly. "I wish you could, but the magic of Aquaria is fragile. You must promise to keep our secret safe and visit again when you can." The friends nodded, knowing they would never forget this adventure. As they swam back to the surface, the city shimmered behind them, and they could feel the warmth of the sun returning. Once they reached the beach, they collapsed on the sand, breathless with excitement. "Did that really happen?" Mia asked, still in disbelief. "I think it did," Sam said. "We found a whole city under the water." But as they shared their stories with each other, they realized something strange. Each friend had a different memory of what they had seen. "Did you see the giant clam?" Jake asked. "What clam?" Mia replied, her brow furrowed. "And what about the underwater library?" Sam added. I didn't see that, Lily said, looking puzzled. Maybe the magic of Aquaria shows each person what they need to see, Marina's voice echoed in their minds. Feeling puzzled but excited, they promised to return the next day to explore the city once more. The next morning, they raced back to the spot where they had discovered the entrance. They donned their snorkels and fins and plunged into the water. As they approached the shimmering city, they felt the same sense of wonder. Let's see if we can find Marina again, Lily suggested. But when they arrived, they found something unexpected. The city was quiet, and the vibrant colors seemed dimmer. They swam through the streets, calling out for Marina, but there was no answer. Just as they began to worry, they spotted a group of fish swimming frantically. What's happening? Mia asked a passing fish. The sea witch is causing trouble, the fish replied, darting away. She's taken Marina. The friends exchanged worried glances. We have to help her, Jake said bravely. With a new sense of purpose, they swam deeper into the city, following the path the fish had taken. They reached the Cave of Whispers, a dark and shadowy place. It was known to be where the sea witch lived. We have to be careful, Sam said, his voice barely a whisper. As they approached the cave, they could hear a sinister cackle echoing from within. Who dares to enter my domain? A raspy voice called out. It's us, Mia shouted, her voice shaking with fear. We're here to save Marina. The sea witch appeared, her long, tangled hair flowing like seaweed and her eyes glinting like dark stones. Foolish children. You think you can save her? She belongs to me now. The friends stood together, fear giving way to courage. We won't let you take her, Jake yelled. Then you must face my challenge, the sea witch declared. Solve my riddle, and you may have her back. Fail, and you will be trapped here forever. The friends nodded, ready to face whatever came next. The sea witch grinned, her teeth sharp and menacing. Listen closely, I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? The friends huddled together, thinking hard. What could it be? Lily wondered aloud. Could it be an echo? Sam suggested. Yes. An echo, Mia exclaimed, her face lighting up. Correct, the sea witch spat, her voice dripping with disappointment. But don't think you're out of danger yet. With a wave of her hand, the cave shook, and dark waves swirled around them. You must solve one more challenge. This time, the witch produced a large seashell. Inside this shell lies a treasure, but it is guarded by a riddle. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? The friends pondered again. What leaves behind something? Jake asked. Footsteps, Lily shouted. It has to be footsteps. The sea witch glared at them, but she had to admit, they were right. Very clever, but I will not let her go so easily. With that, she raised her hands, and the water around them began to bubble. You must now face the guardian of the cave. From the shadows emerged a giant octopus, its tentacles swirling in the water. To pass, you must each show your bravery. The friends looked at one another, and they knew what they had to do. One by one, they faced the octopus, showing courage and kindness, even when they felt afraid. Mia offered a friendly wave, and the octopus responded with a gentle touch. Jake shared his love for the ocean, and Lily sang a song about friendship. Sam even offered the octopus a shiny shell he had found. Moved by their bravery, the octopus let out a deep sigh. You have proven yourselves worthy. The sea witch has no power over you now. With a final wave of his tentacle, the octopus released Marina from a bubble of magic. She swam to the friends, her eyes bright with gratitude. "Thank you for saving me," she said, her voice filled with joy. "You are true friends of the sea." As they swam back to the city, they felt a sense of accomplishment and relief. The sea witch had vanished, and Aquaria was vibrant once more. Marina took them to a hidden part of the city, where they were greeted by all the sea creatures they had met before. They celebrated their victory with a grand feast of seaweed wraps and sparkling sea fruits. As the night fell, the friends gazed at the stars reflected in the water, knowing they would carry this adventure in their hearts forever. Before they left, Marina gave each of them a special gift, a shimmering pearl that would allow them to visit Aquaria whenever they wished. Remember, brave explorers, the magic of the sea is always with you. Keep our secret safe and come back soon. With promises to return, the friends swam back to the surface, their hearts full of joy and friendship. They knew this summer would always be remembered as the time they discovered the great underwater adventure. And so, Mia, Jake, Lily, and Sam shared their stories with everyone on the beach, even if some thought they were just tales. But they knew the truth. They were more than just friends. They were guardians of a secret world beneath the waves, bound together by the magic of Aquaria and the adventures that lay ahead. As the sun set over the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, the friends felt a sense of peace. They looked forward to more adventures, both in the ocean and in their hearts, knowing that with courage and friendship, anything was possible. And thus, their summer by the sea turned into a legendary tale, one that would echo through the ages, much like the adventures that awaited them in the depths of the great blue ocean. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And for more fun stories, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. See you next time.